Okay, so let's acknowledge our sponsors for today. We want to say thank you to Feel Good Services for coming through to help us in terms of putting the show together. Again, if you're looking for a very good um mental health educator to help you and your organizations, look no further about Feel Good Services. Contact them at feelgoodservices@gmail.com, and they will be at your doorsteps to help you wherever you are, being physical or virtually. Also, I'd like to say big shout outs to Feel Good Homes in case you're looking for a studio, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedrooms apartment, or you're looking for a whole house to rent out, or even if you're looking for a house to buy. Feel Good Homes will be the best, cozy, and luxurious place for you to get. They have locations at Pokwase, East Legon, Adrengan, and also East Legon Hills. And also, please, when you get there, make sure you mention my name to get your discount on a good price, an affordable price for a home that will not lead into any flood, a home, flood free home location, flood free location zones and stuff like that. So, and they also have lands that they're selling in case also you need some coaching or education in terms of how to go about your construction, your business, your building. They'll be able to help you as well. So please reach out to Feel Good Homes at +1 513 372 5758, and also you can use the email address, the same email address for Feel Good Services, to help reach them as well. And best way to send money back home, if you haven't sent it, make sure you register, sign up, and put in the promo code P-KAY and get your $25 on your first transaction. And when you send me a screenshot of your transaction, I'll be able to actually hook you up with um, um, a bag of rice. Oh, one more announcement that I almost forgot. Producer Radio Mitchell Fachemi ne project Emami. One quick announcement that I forgot. So this weekend, right here in Cincinnati, there will be a Tatapsen all white boat party. A Tatapsen all white boat party. So please, producer my picture of your mom Emma. Yusuf Komna again. And we have AK Songstress gracing the stage, and also Kwabna as well. So please, if you are within Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, and also Michigan, all the neighboring states, please do well. Stop by so that let's have a good time. There'll be some startups and goodies on board so that you can actually enjoy some as well. So please, um, do me the favor and just reach out to me if you're interested in getting a ticket. And if you're not even within this vicinities and you have family members around and you want to get a ticket for them, please, it's only $65. Cool, $65. So please do me a favor, get a ticket, or tell a sister to tell a brother who lives within Cincinnati, Columbus, Kentucky, Indiana, and also Detroit, Michigan, and tell them to just come around. Even Chicago is only 3 hours away. Boat party. All right. Whilst producer is about to project that, I want to say once again, welcome. Thank you all for showing up tonight. And like I said, once Lawyer Oni gets on board, we will be starting today's program. And before that, I would like to call upon Director Danny because we have a quick session that we have to run. And I lost on a bet. So I have to do the deal, the needful, okay? Into that because they sure they're very, very interested. But before that, I want to, go ahead and put out the icebreaker for tonight. If you have the resurrection power to resurrect one person, whether being somebody close to you or somebody that you idolize, or an iconic person, very, someone dear and near, who would that person be? So go ahead and just, put that your comment in the chat, and we're gonna read it out. But again, my name is Dr. P.KAY, and I'm gonna be your host for tonight, and I am supported by my outstanding producer Nana Lord and Osiminja Nana Lord and Kanaminka Lord and Kwa. Or sabotage me Sunday or park into be sabotage in there. Ade ya Director Danny or say me make what say England Vesha Ghana, we do park while selecting me. It bɛfrɛ de Nana Lord saa akɔsi sɛ ɔbɛsesa de so bae Nana Lord, and also Director A Class and Director Danny for helping us at large. Director, any update from Tatap Sen? And welcome to the show. Before you say anything, let me go ahead and do the needful. So I'm wearing Ghana jersey today because last week I said England was gonna score Black Stars 3-1, and director was like, "Oh no, it's not gonna be that easy, and we might even draw." I'm like, even if Black Star draws, I was so confident that England was gonna score Black Star. But even if Black Star draws or tie with England, I am gonna wear a Ghana jersey and apologize to you all that I was wrong. I was wrong. England let me down. I was wrong. But you see, the thing is, people think I don't like or support Black Stars. That's not the truth. I do. I have so much. I'm very passionate about them, but I'm so brokenhearted, right? See, just imagine, Arsenal fan, I'm brokenhearted by Black Stars. So that choice of Black Stars were really performing abysmal, and that was really getting to me. That's why I kind of gave up on them. But I was impressed by the performance, and I must say, that was a game well played. Defense, not even at some Giants time, the crowd, they even play that kind of strong defense now. Blaster Boy against England. So I'm very, very pleased with that performance. And I must say, I am going to support them, even though you're Colombia. I am going to support Black Stars wholeheartedly. Director Denny is ready to sponsor me to go and represent Tatapsen at Kansas City to watch the game. So please, I am sorry. I did predict wrong and I lost a bet. And the condition of the bet is if you bought draw and Blasters win, you will come and apologize to our viewers, and also you wear a Ghana jersey. And I did the NIF. I even went all the way to classic old school jersey just to show you how much I've been supported. Director, so over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, P.K. What you say, you are man of the words. It's good to win anyway. Since yeah, then I say one part is good. It's good. I mean, the love is there. Before I remember we need 2 years, but it's all good. I mean, that is the nation we have. That is the nation God gave us, and whether you like it or not, you are part of the nation, right? Oh, support to TIA said the Ekrana. Go the Bawa. The Besha Ghana, but just wait you go. So I mean, it's part of the game. That is why football is fun. Doctor, I don't know if would the effect at all where in this video in this because it's giving them your friend say a blur effect in the kakra on all
the background is the new decoration we did in the studio.
Okay, so around surrounding on the L banner, no, everything is showing now is good. Now is good.
Oh, okay.
Until the BB to so I show you, but it's all good. It's all good. I wish I'm for you better must say. I mean, when we come here anytime is because of you. And I know sir, you've held us back for everything that we've been doing, and we thank you and plead that you keep on supporting us as you are always doing. Yeah, watch parties across the nation, Canada and US. And people have shown massive and the support for Tap Tap, and yes, your presence has made some effect to be in the supporting the, and we thank you all. Now the next biggest thing where P.KAY is still scared. Now I'm not saying he's predicting doom, but he's rather scared. He's predicting because he's scared. I totally believe this time we are going to win with Colombia. In fact, now Portugal, I was a little bit scared, but Colombia, trust me, I think we can do something. And so we hope we say you better organize an event kakrakabi, watch party be around DMV area. We are still on it. Can venue now and the time, But what we are doing, so be share the email mu na you better drop it venue no you go so and the Africa for all. Inti Friday no see the only African team I can that is Ghana no your last match. Inti within this week in no the lose. Ghana will be the last one to play as an African 132 no. Inti Africa for be beba. I hope say Ghana for no so be show up. Na yaba be support so the only African team, the Black Star, where P.KAY cross all crown where they come here bottom scales and come me
Oh,
Fiana
it's
Calva.
just 9 hours drive. Into don't fly me, I may drop.
Okay, we'll see what we do. We are more home pie. Now, but I can't inquire about local because me my job
Oh,
will change
Debbie.
baby.
Oh, no,
That's
no,
why I
no.
apologize now. My job baby because you to me predicted Ghana. How?
Oh, yeah,
But
and I won a prediction against the Ghana and England.
wa
I said
worry.
England was gonna score Ghana
Awala,
2-1.
awala, enye bo sama de bad ya. Awala, ade. So
So
Ghana bobo pa, your beautiful son now what to it, but it's all good. I mean, we also needed it because I think a winning would have been something else too. Nti ni nyina ye, the BCBI ye. Nti abusuafo, I will not take much of our time because we have a draw for the
yes, and
Croatia.
also we have a hard stop at 7 o'clock today with
Okay,
Lawyer Oni. So whenever
okay.
she comes on the show, I don't know if you want us to do the draw after the show or you want us to do the draw real quick before.
Yeah, so they couldn't predict the minutes, and minutes in the Ethiopia, so it should take us just like 1 minute or 2 minutes to do the
Okay,
draw.
okay, no
Quick one.
problem.
And the Iglas, over to you.
For we welcome you all to Town with Thousand on HRE TV. So at this point in time, I'll go straight to our wheel picker and to display those who qualified for the draw now. And this draw, just to let everybody know, it's for the Ghana Croatia game now. And we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We had 11 people who
If I talk, should I be a P.KAY din yes or name beko.
we had 11 people who predicted rightly against their motherland. And these are the names of the people who predicted 2-1 against Ghana.
Nicholas, you already said that you didn't have to repeat it.
So we're going to pick the list and put it into the machine, and we're selecting 5 people, and you will wins. Fingers crossed.
I know that will not be part of the Ready, yes, Crystal. I said it.
Hey, P.KAY, winning.
Oh, I thought I wasn't gonna be part of the 5.
Oh my God.
You see the way director is so against. Hey, P.KAY winning like he screamed. Hey, black man.
These are the 5 winners for the the 2-1 against Ghana now. I'm predicting, Dr. Daniel, over to you.
Alright,
Before he comes on, we'll play with everyone. Say, please, we will send in a link to our Facebook chat room now and our WhatsApp chat room now. So please, check your email. Can you check your the group chat for the venues that will be doing that Africa for all now, and you might be a lucky winner from there. So thank you, Dr. Daniel.
Right.
Over to you.
Thank you. Wait there. Ebi will have a batra. I wish for nipa 5 no winning, I go by the name. Wukasha Yusuf Bidiakon, Bashir Muhammad Idol, Peter Neville Odia, Joseph, okay, ni email nearby. Mr. Mobusan for ya, Monfele with my full name. Alright. Hey.
Director, mention my name.
You know the funny thing. Time I yes I do. Let say became Guani the only big person or be predicted 2-1. So
Director,
when I
mention my
came
name.
out,
For the records,
when
mention my name.
I would have told when I came out and saw say 11 people qualified, I'm like, okay, Eradimani says. But anyway, the 4th person here, P.KAY OFORI ASENSO. Hey, like speed, ni email so. Yate. I was
All right.
for now. One more the way. Said Ghana nipa out me predict to see Ghana.
So I'm glad that you guys did a needful. Thank you very much for the records. My name was one of the winners. Congratulations to me and everyone who won.
This is the first time P.KAY has ever won a lottery.
That's true. That's a fact. That's a fact. I never win. I don't know why. But director, real quick, can you please tell us your resurrection power, who you're gonna resurrect, and if a class
Um,
can also tell his, then
honestly,
we'll
PK,
our
this
lawyer,
is
because I've been
this.
notified the lawyer is in.
Yeah, this question is very deep. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
now my senior brother Medinachi, we're just like twins. Oh, a bit emotional. He left when we were young, around 12 years and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, sorry to
And
hear that.
we used to make some promises being when we grow up, what we'll be and stuff like that. And so I'm being prompted anytime in my act on P.KAY. So I have to be. So I feel like Senkam will be a meet my resurrecting anchor. I will just resurrect him and ask him, say, if I am on the path, what I said, because
Okay.
yeah. So that is the only person that comes in mind. Okay, and I'm Mr. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry to
In
hear
fact, in
that.
fact, in fact, it goes even beyond that. Ni yere anka ese o ware nkwa na me ware no nti some way.
Hey.
Ah, it's serious.
A class
I
resurrection
say we
power.
say me can that A class
Uh,
kweni, but it's serious, yeah.
Um, for what currently is happening in Ghana no, and what we are seeing and going through now, no, related to the flooding, no, I will go for Kutu Echampo.
Hey,
Why?
And he has a vision of grow what you eat and eat what you grow, and also the vision of collecting all the rubbish, at the end of sales day, so if that system would have been going on from there now, we are sure say by now,
we are not seeing this.
that's it. Even if we were to be seeing the cry and do baby, I saw a video on WhatsApp and I was so sad. Whereby I said Crawford Bridge at top, and a be also be muna almost
Wow.
tiro Indomie
Yeah.
every and it's also sad. By mistake. Now come on.
All right. A class, you have a movie because lawyer be
Pardon.
them. But thank you very much. So director Danny chose his older brother who passed away, and A class chose Ignatius, General Ignatius Kutu
To a
Echampo,
champion.
aka Fawuto Bejegol,
Jig golf. Or that was it.
aka
Clean the gun.
eat
Clean Ghana.
eat what you grow, aka Walantu Walasa.
Thank you.
Wala two, wala more.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, we're gonna welcome our guest for tonight. And again, please, when you see me in town, call me the raffle winner, aka raffle winner. What is here? Our guest is Lawyer Oni. Lawyer Oni, welcome to the show. Time with Tatap Send.
Thank
How
you.
are you doing?
I'm doing well, Doc. What about you? How are you
Doing
feeling
well.
today?
I'm feeling very great. It's a mixed feeling because I have to come and apologize and wear the Ghana jersey because I lost on a bet and I won a raffle. So it's a mixed feeling. So I'm excited.
Okay, so it's balanced.
Yes, it's balanced. And I'm
Oh.
enjoying this by myself. So don't even ask for half.
I'm rooting for Ghana. I really am rooting for Ghana.
We are rooting for Ghana because Nigeria is not in there, so you have no choice.
So what's your top 3 African countries that you're rooting
Top 3
for?
Africa countries, Senegal. Senegal number 1, and I would say Ghana, Ivory Coast.
So do you think Ghana can beat Ivory Coast?
Right now?
Mm-hmm.
With the performance they put up against England, yes.
Okay.
Yes. So Senegal, I even think Ghana can beat Senegal. It's just that Colombia plays the same as Ghana. You know, those South Americans play just like Africa countries, right? But they have extra speed and extra strength. So that is what I'm scared they can beat us with. But if they play the way they played against England, you see, my thing is, I don't care if you play out of your heart and you lose, I'm cheering with you. But I feel like the Ghanaian players in the past, they didn't have that philanthropic heart. They were just coming out there, you know, they probably don't even want to get scratched. They want to play soft and just go home and think it's okay. People are dying. A lawyer died when we lost that game, the first game. No, when we won, when we tied against England, a lawyer was so screaming on top of her lungs, so excited, and she passed away.
Wow.
She passed out and passed away. So it's like it's people kind of soak their whole heart in it. I got into an argument and a fight with my producer on the soccer field last week just because he think I'm betraying Ghana. Yeah, but he's not Ghanaian more than me, anyways. Yes, I'm excited and I want to see how everything is gonna go. What will be your resurrection power, and who will you use it for if you have that?
My family buried my aunt, so I would definitely use it for her as it's quite
Wow.
fresh so that she can see, her younger children marry, have children, and just become great. So, yeah.
Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear
Oh,
that.
thank you.
Life has so much, limes to throw at us, and
Hmm.
it's sometimes you can make lemonade out of all of them. So
I know.
it's, I mean, when those lemons and limes comes, you just have to, you know, always tell people if you have to cry, cry. It's
Yeah.
not like men don't cry. Well, no, if you have to cry, cry. Whatever
Hmm.
grieving process helps you process right, go through that
Yeah.
process,
Hmm.
and just have a good support system.
Hmm.
I strongly believe their resilience um, application will be much easier for a good success story. So, well, we have 25 minutes, and
Okay,
you're
no
probably going to give
problem.
us a presentation in about 20 minutes or 15 minutes, and we're going to use 10
Yeah,
minutes for Q&A.
for question. Yeah. So, yeah. And it's even good that it seems a bit more light today because it's heavy and I just want to come here really definitely people can of course reach out further. So today's conversation is going to be a bit shorter and it's just to go over a few topics that people might already be aware of. So, I do want to say something before I start that with the World Cup, that hunger is important to win. And it's interesting that we're having the World Cup. We have all these nations gathering. And at the same time, there is a serious attack or restriction on immigration in the United States. And so today's topic is just really looking at how to really prepare yourself and equip yourself in a volatile season that we're in. As many people that are on this call know, there has been a lot of changes starting from this year, even late last year, as it relates to immigration. And this is one of the promises that this current administration, made during the campaign, and they are actually upholding it, which is really cracking down on immigration. Now, to surprise for many people, we didn't know that it would be well, some people foresaw it to this extent, but I think a lot of people are surprised as to the direction that it's going, especially as it relates to brown and black people. And in this situation for Africans, which the majority of people that are watching today are. So, what I want to just kind of start off is by just letting you guys know, of course, this is general information, it's not legal advice. But it is important for us to be aware of some of the changes that is happening and that continues to happen. The first thing I want to say is that I would encourage people to please use resources that are available to you. Now, the resources are not necessarily social media, because I do feel that social media can be misleading, but use official websites as it relates to your immigration news. Try to stay on top of it, read for yourself, know what's going on, come to programs such as this for immigration updates, and ensure that you also are abreast of what's happening. Right now, the immigration climate is quite volatile. Recently, we have learned that green cards really are under attack. And for the majority of African who are interested in immigration, whether it's business immigration or family, many people are here either on visiting visa or temporary status, and they're looking to transition into a green card and eventually naturalize as a US citizen. One of the most important things that really happened recently is as it relates to green card holders and people who can travel. Right now, I want to really encourage people, if you are a green card holder, if you do not need to travel outside of the United States, try to possibly limit your travel. Recently, there has been a decision as it relates to green card holders who have a criminal arrest, a charge, or a conviction. And the CBP now has more discretion as it relates to your re-entry into the United States of America. And why is this really important? The reason why it's important is because this is as it relates to an arrest and or a conviction, meaning only an arrest is enough for CBP at the airport, for example, let's say JFK, let's say Dulles International in Texas, let's say, Atlanta. If you've traveled out of the country and you're entering the United States, they may stop you, they may ask you questions, even if you don't have a charge. Now, if you have a charge, it even escalates. So this means that you can even be stopped. You can even be put into immigration proceedings. Your case can be put to immigration courts. So you're looking at an arrest without a charge. You're looking at a charge, meaning that you were found guilty. And it does not even mean that you were found guilty. You can even be found innocent. It's just a charge. You're looking at a conviction. So these things are actually quite important because that discretion can be subjective. At this point, if a CBP officer, they can question you based on an arrest or suspicion. They may say, maybe you may not enter the United States. They may say, maybe we are going to delay you entering the United States. They may put you into immigration proceedings. So this is actually very scary for many people because there was a time where there was a level of comfort that if you do travel out of the United States, as long as you have your green card, you have that confidence that you will enter the country. Now, US Customs and Border Protection has more discretion through their offices at airports, even land borders, to inspect people coming into the United States. And so now a green card holder does not automatically mean a return back into the US. They can check your passport, your green card, fingerprints, the travel history, which they would in the past, but now with a lot more scrutiny. So it's kind of a secondary inspection, and this secondary inspection will lead to extra questioning. And depending if someone has had a good day, someone can be prejudiced, someone can have their own biases, and that can affect you and how and if you're able to come back into the United States. So this is a very big deal. And so with this being said, it's really important for people to understand their criminal history, to know their previous arrests, especially arrests as it relates to moral judgment, drinking and driving, situations in terms of child support, domestic violence. These are all extremely important. Fraud, tax evasion. So it's extremely important now to take a moment and just think, look back. Have I ever been arrested before? Have I ever been accused of a crime before? What was the outcome? What is the paperwork at hand? My travel, do I need to travel right now? Is it absolutely necessary for me to leave the country if I'm under this category of a crime, arrest, conviction? It's extremely important because depending on who you get at the border, as I've said before, it can really delay or it can even put you into proceedings, immigration and deportation proceedings. So that is one of the things that I did want to bring today. I know that it's very heavy. I know that this is not something that people were looking to. There has been so many changes with the ban. with the pause on people's adjustment of statuses. It's been a lot of fluctuations. But one thing that we do know, as we've been saying from different guests throughout the year, is that this is the time to be extremely vigilant. It's important, if you have the time, go onto the website of USCIS.gov, read for yourself. Go onto the website, of CBP.gov. It's not just word of mouth and hearsay. This is a time to read and have your own information and be equipped. So that is something that I wanted to bring to the attention of viewers. In addition to that, as many people do know, they probably heard this one through the news. As for the green card, it hasn't had as much attention in the news, which is where most people get their information. People are aware that temporary protective status has ended for those of Syrian and Haitian nationalities. And I'm sure that most of the people on the call are not, or neither, but it's important to not only have empathy for our fellow neighbors, but to understand that when these kind of decisions start to happen, especially from the Supreme Court, there's usually a trickle-down effect. And that means that other decisions can be overruled. And so this leads to, again, being extremely vigilant, making sure that your paperwork is in order. This is not the time to try investments that you cannot prove are valid, especially as it relates to fraud. This is not the time to omit information in your immigration application process. This is the time to seek counsel, to be honest, to let someone who's qualified assist you with the truth and give you what your options really are. And so this TPS decision is actually a slap in the face for many, because now people are going to be subject to going back to their country where they were running from persecution, and people's lives would be at risk. So it's actually a very important decision because it may have other consequences for people, for others coming down the line. We also know that the birthright citizenship is pending. There's so many things as it relates to immigration that is pending right now. In addition to that, we also have the situation with work permits. And so employment authorization documentation as well, there has also been a change in that area. So usually if you're on a work permit, as most people know, my area is business immigration. So usually people who are on work authorization in the US, there is a period in which, let's say there's your work authorization permit maybe ends and you apply as it's pending, you have that grace period as it's pending for a new one. Now that grace period has essentially ended, in a sense that you may not necessarily be able to work during that grace period. You may have to stop and wait for the decision for a new work permit to be approved. So this is also very important because it shows that it's important to start early. If you know that your work permit is about to end, make sure that you put in the application for renewal early. You do not want to risk missing deadlines at this critical time. So without me getting into, the technicality of things and just keeping it in plain English, these are some of the issues that I wanted to bring to the attention of viewers on today's session. Not to scare people, but just to inform people and to encourage you to be vigilant. And I will stop here.
Thank you very much for the updates. Um, we're excited that you gave us those update of those. What are the two countries? Syria and
Haiti.
Haiti. Syria and Haiti. It's good to hear that. Even though I don't think there's anybody from Syria and Haiti on the call, but at least it creates that sense of opening that people can be hopeful, because now the doors are started opening and that it could be your turn next time. So that is good news. And also, I think this is the time that nations can take advantage of doing what the Syrians did or the Haitians are doing, for them to be lifted back from the bar, so that other nations can also follow suit. So thank you. We are very excited to get that breakdown. At this point, we're gonna open up for some calls. We got 20 minutes, exactly 20 minutes, and this call will be over. She has to, um, you know, get back to business because, like she said earlier, she has some family emergencies going on, and we are even grateful that you took time out of your busy schedule to still come and talk to us. Because usually when we promise our people, we want to deliver and make sure that we give them what they're looking for. Um, Next week we have a good topic next week too. I'm pretty sure next week is also another immigration session, and we were gonna be having a talk about that to get more updates, and also if something has popped, because I think there's a meeting that is going on that will be passed, I think, tonight, if I'm not mistaken, either tonight or tomorrow. Um, either tonight or Friday, one of them. And that will also come up with the different updates, if I'm not mistaken. So that would be a good one. I think Lawyer Rhoda did say that before she left that she was gonna come back and talk about it. Actually, it's tonight. So by tonight, once that update is passed, it's right unfortunate they didn't get passed earlier or whatever, so that Lawyer only can. You guys hear me from afar?
Yeah, they're
Oh,
saying that your volume is low.
oh, producer, why are you consuming half of my voice? Can you guys hear me now?
We can
Is it
hear you,
better?
but it's still a bit low, but we can hear you though.
What is causing this voice to be very low?
It's all the screaming from watching the World Cup.
Oh, no. I've screamed 15 years in the military. I didn't lose my voice. I don't think I'm ever gonna lose my voice. But yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited to see how best we can get other updates that happen within the week, and also, if anybody has any question, please put your emoji hands up, and let's go ahead and ask that for you whilst we are waiting. Mr. Andy, I greet you. Salute you wherever you are. Phyllis says we can hear you. Phyllis, so that was initially. Please, we can hear you, but the volume is too low. I'm at 95%, but still struggling to hear you. Is it better now? Is the voice better now? I will resurrect Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. This is from Daniel Dake. Do you agree with him, Leonie? With the resurrection power?
I think
Producer,
yeah. I think we need an anchor like that right
producer
now.
come back to say why. I think producer wants to have a reason why he said Kwame Nkrumah. Okay, Ghana traders of our time enjoy the money. Uh, this is from Simeon. Who is Ghana traders of our time? I'm not sure what that means. Oh, I think you're talking about the 11 people who won their prediction against you know that Ghana was gonna lose 2-1. Um, and Phyllis says that's a lie. When my name was mentioned, she said that was a lie. Phyllis is the number one hater, but it's okay. Um, the love is deep. We love our haters too because we need them to be successful in life. Who stole inside for him? Nenekia, Utiwate. Liz says Dr. PK's money should be given to charity. Until Liz, I was very, very, very fine with you, but your comment is creating a big gap between us. I need that money. Director, how much was it again? Was it what, $500? Phyllis says, I will resurrect my uncle and grandma. Phyllis, you see, this is why I keep telling you. The answer is part of the question. The question says who. It didn't say who are they. And you want with uncle and grandma, please choose one from my mom's side. And my grandpa from my dad's side, three. Phyllis. It's very, very greedy. Very, very greedy. Your character is really depicted now. Please, your voice is down. Charles, is it still down? I think it's better down. PK, please, we hear you from afar. Okay, that's what the one that Sandra said. So I think we should be better right now. We can hear you, bro, but tell lawyer I called her, but she didn't respond. Please tell her for me. Lawyer, over to you.
Yes, thank you.
Why are you ignoring my
No. We're not. No. I just responded now that someone will get back to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please respond to my Banahine so that Banahine can get some good response. Amos, lawyer will get back to you. So can you please put your contact in again for
Yeah,
those
sure.
who are new? Rexford, our very own Rexford says, is it safe to submit application for citizenship in the present circumstances?
That's an excellent question. With questions like that, I always like to say it really depends on a case-to-case situation. As for being safe, you can continue to apply for adjust your status. Let's say if you want to now apply for naturalization, if you want to adjust your status in other ways. The issue is, what is your particular case? When people say safe and when people hear stories, when they hear cautionary tales, it's because that situation, probably the person did not seek advice before they acted. So if your paperwork is valid, if you've done things the right way, you shouldn't feel fear to go ahead and adjust or apply for your citizenship. There are still people, as we speak, becoming citizens in the United States. There are still people receiving green cards. There are still people being admitted. So yes, there is a lot happening. There's a lot of negativity, but at the same time, people are also still winning. So it depends on your situation. I don't want to just give you a blatant answer, but as for safety, generally, yes, but everybody's situation is different. I will say this, though, that in every application, the scrutiny is high. If you don't take anything away from myself, my colleagues, and the people that come in to discuss various immigration issues and all of the platforms, just know that scrutiny is high. That's really the bottom line from everybody that you listen to. Everyone's situation is different. Scrutiny is high. So in that situation, let's say, someone, maybe your partner is a US citizen. If they find out that the original marriage may be challenged, maybe it wasn't authentic, you might face issues. These are just scenarios. So it depends on your situation, but yes, it should be safe for you to go on ahead and submit. That was a long answer.
While I go to read the next question, I'll say, please, exactly 6:58. I will stop reading any questions. So we should get in the habit of asking our questions earlier rather than waiting till we're about to close and the question just drops. And now we have to beg, resource personnel to actually extend the time. Like I said, today, her time is a very strong one. So please, if you have any questions, just drop them so that we can ask them as soon as possible to alleviate such issues. So, oh wow, this is coming from N. I know who this N person is. I think I know. I think it's Mr. Nathan. It's the legendary Hollywood jazz guitarist, Mr. Nathan. He said, how many will support a ban on P.KAY from eating fufu for 1 year since he lost the bet?" Well, ladies and gentlemen, I did apologize. And I think that should be a good cancellation of banning me from eating fufu. Because me, when I eat my fufu, I post it on my, it's him. You know, I know it's him. Whenever I go to Ghana and I'm eating fufu, I post it on my social media, my WhatsApp status. And then when he always blocks me when I'm in Ghana. And wait till I get back and call my, hey, boss, I'm back. Then he won't block me. So he blocked my status. So I know it's him. Until it's charity begins at home. You won't get me to give that money out. Well, there's a good question coming from Zoom user. Oh, and please do not forget to put your contact information there again. Lawyer Oni, please. Zoom user said, I have a question. We are ready. So my auntie has been in this country for 20 with some of the questions. It's very difficult for me to read it because I think it implicates people. But again, there's no name, so I'm gonna read it. For 20 without green card. Now her son has turned 21. Where can he file for her? In this situation, is it okay for her to? I think it's him. Is it okay for him to file for her?
Okay, thank you for that. Like I said, for the other person, in this situation, this is actually quite sensitive because it really depends on your situation. So, for example, this your auntie that they entered the United States, you know, legally with inspection, meaning that someone stamped them as they crossed the border, whether by foot or, if they came in via a plane. That actually makes a big difference.
So I
So
think it'll be a good one for them to call you so that you guys can really have a good consultation on
yes.
that.
So
Because you need more details.
yes. So yes, at this time, the child is 21 and they can file for an immediate relative or parent, but it would also depend on how that auntie entered the United States and overstayed their specific situation, whether they
Okay.
entered illegally or not. So
Phyllis comes back to say that she second what Mr. Nathan said about banning me. Then producer, who's the biggest hater of all time, approves the ban. Producer Jamima Botrenofa born in Chow. Phyllis says a second emoji for banning him for eating fufu. And Phyllis also is another person who was really hating on my status when she always hate on my status whenever I go to Ghana. And they'll be fine, they'll be okay. Um, Banas, Banahine Amos comes to say, I have received my H1B extension approval. I want to adjust my status to have a green card. Please tell her I
no
spoke to
problem.
her some couple of months ago. Please tell her to pick up. Banas, we've already addressed that.
No, there's no problem, Mr. Amos. Yeah, we did have a consultation. I'm happy that from there things have moved forward, but even better. So definitely someone will reach out to you and we'll have a follow-up. There's no problem.
Okay. We got some on YouTube. So YouTube says for your YouTube, your voice is really low. The lady's voice is okay. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. It says got it, a little better, but still low for the host. Thank you very much. I think it might be our new microphone that we got.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, so we're working on that. Thank you very much for that as well. We have another question here. Okay, so Daniel Dex says, can we have
Okay.
sessions on Canada immigration too, please? Daniel, we've been saying this for time immemorial. We need an immigration lawyer. Two immigration lawyers that were sent my way, they were all too busy to even talk to me for the even have a first conversation. There was a lady from Canada who was very helpful to get us some lawyers to talk to. So please, if anyone have any Canadian immigration lawyer who is ready to speak, please talk to them. Once they agree to do that, send me their contact information. Producer and I will reach out to them and get into some correspondence with them. Okay. The contact information for Only Law is info@onlylaw.com, and the number to reach them are 347-503-0520, or you can call the toll-free number 833-1 Only Law. 833-1 Only Law. So when you see those letters mixed with words, it means
It's toll-free number.
yes, it's a toll-free number, and also you have to change those numbers, those words, those letters. You have to change them into numbers. So when you go on your keypad, wherever the O is for the number, that's what you're gonna type for. Charles coming with a question. Hello, and thank you for your program. I am one of the community leaders in my area, so I received many immigration related questions from people. Last week, a woman asked me for advice. She has a 5-year authorization and parole, and about 2 years have already passed. Oh, wait a minute. The same woman that reached out to him already passed? Oh, 2 years of the 5 years already passed. Okay, she's already exhausted 2 years of her 5 years. She would like to travel to her home country, Senegal, but she is afraid that if she leaves the United States, she may have trouble returning.
Yeah.
What would you advise in this situation? Is it generally safe for someone with this type of authorization and parole to travel abroad? Or are there important risks she should be aware of before making a decision? Thank you for your guidance. I can give your number to her if I have
Yeah.
it.
Yes, yeah. So this is part of what we were talking about earlier as it relates to just green card holders, paroles as well, because a parole is just a temporary permission to be in the United States. It's not a green card, it's not citizenship. It doesn't guarantee you a right to return. So I wouldn't say that it's safe. There are risks involved. This is a very specific situation. I would definitely encourage you to please speak to an attorney, even if it's not myself, before leaving, and I will end it there because that as well, the paroles are also affected. So please speak to an immigration attorney. You can give them my contact or anyone else that you trust. But I would not necessarily travel at this time without talking to someone. It's not safe right now.
All right. Don't do it without talking. So please make sure you get the right people to guide you to do the right thing. All right. Next question. Okay. So Zoom user comes to says sorry for my typo. I didn't have my glasses on. It happens all of us. That's okay. My auntie came in with visitor's visa and still have a I-94. All right. So again, please reach out to her so that she can really get into details with you. A class dropped the link to the Friends of Tatap Send WhatsApp platform. Please join that WhatsApp platform so that you can discuss any issues or concerns you have with your Tatap Send application or yes. And Bismarck Kwachi says I am I think I'm gonna take Bismarck and Charles for the last one. Charles says let's have a contact to give to her. The contact is in the comment section. Lawyer, can you retype it again and put it over
Sure.
there? So Bismarck is gonna be the last question, guys. I am an F1 visa holder. I graduated last year. I couldn't secure a job for my CPT. Is it OPT or CPT?
OPT. I think
OPT.
they meant OPT.
Okay.
Mhm.
My 90 days grace period elapsed. Now I have gained an admission to school to offer my PhD. How do I attend my school since I am out of status? Is there any legal remedy to explore? Now my new school is asking me to go back to Ghana and come back. Is it advisable? And this is in your alley because that's what you specialize in.
Yes.
So
I would say I wish you asked you asked this earlier because we have 2 minutes, but definitely this is a very serious issue. I would definitely not travel casually right now. I would definitely speak with the school, and I would also again speak to an attorney before traveling. There are possible paths, whether reinstatement in the United States or traveling re-entry with the new I-20, but I would definitely talk to someone first, especially in your situation. But I wouldn't leave the US until an attorney has reviewed this case because you may not be able to enter back.
all right. Thank you very much for coming. It's been a blessing having you. We know definitely we're gonna meet next month for either AGCG or Only Law. But I will go ahead and hand over to Director A Class to sign you out. Thank you very much and God bless you. We'll definitely talk to you very soon. Director A Class.
I want to say something, Doc. I want to say
Yes, yes.
one thing I do want to say about your viewers, you guys are extremely proactive. And I want to really encourage you guys to stay as such. Make sure that you continue to ask, for the help that you need. And definitely always ask for second opinions. You have the right to do so, to connect with the person that works for you. So I want to encourage everybody to stay positive and always know that there's a way out.
So just to add up to what you just said right now, this is what I always tell people. We don't do show with 1,000 people watching us, but we do show with the most discerning people who are highly intellectual and always, decipher the things that we talked about. Because over here, we highlight, we report, and we educate. And that's what we're doing right here. So I'm always excited, and I do not take our viewers for granted at all because, like I said, even if it's 10 of them, each and every one of them is just playing a major role in this program, especially this show, Time with Tatap Sen. And with the majority of them that we have, over the 400 people that we have on the HRE TV platform, the Friends of Startups and platform, is just so, you know, you don't get to see those drama and stuff going on any of those platforms. So I'm excited that we have this kind of people, because they make me wake up every Monday ready to walk into the studio and do what I do. So thank you very much for pointing that out. Director A-Class, over to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Lawyer. Thank you very much, and we really appreciate your time and for all the efforts that you spend on us. You know, we say God bless you for that, and may you continue to open more doors and more clients to Tennessee. And thank you very much, and you and your staff, for releasing you to be here as well. Really appreciate it. And to all our viewers who say, and viewers, listeners, and those on the Zoom and YouTube, we say thank you very much for always staying with us. And especially those who are not in USA and Canada, and especially the Australians and the UK people, Antilles and John and the rest. We say thank you very much for joining always. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Stay blessed.
Thank
Right.
you.
On this note, we want to say thank you to all the viewers who join us here live on HRE TV. Those of us watching us on YouTube, HRE TV, Facebook, Taps in Ghana, and also HRE TV. And those of you on Zoom, you know, corresponding with us, want to say thank you guys very much. We do not take your support and your unwavering support for granted. God bless you all. See you guys same time, next week, right here on the show. We will do the predict and win again for the Colombia Ghana game, and we'll come back and win it again. But again, good luck Black Stars on Friday, and I have a feeling Black Stars is gonna go to extra time. But as to who's gonna win, I'm still looking into the feathers of the vulture. And once the feathers of the vulture speaks very clearly to me, I will voice it out on my WhatsApp status, as usual, as we always do. God bless you. This is my time. My name is Dr. P.KAY for ASENSO, and I was supported by my prolific producer, Nana Lord, and accompanied by Director A-Class and Director Denny. This is where we draw the curtains for the main show, Time with Tatapsen. But do not leave. Stay tuned for the second segment, which is the Tatapsen Focus with Uncle Jimmy and the Ambassadors, where we discuss all issues and concerns with Tatapsen, and also any contributions and additions that you want to add to it. God bless you all. Same time, same day, next week, 6 p.m. right here.